First Deputy Leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party, Dr. Hilaire, continues to challenge the justification provided by administration officials for the continuation of a state of emergency in St. Lucia. The MP is of the opinion that St. Lucia's constitution already makes provisions for officials to act with haste, therefore debunking the premise that the S.O.E. is required in case the COVID-19 pandemic response spirals out of control.
We're hearing people saying it is needed because of the Cuban doctors who are here. You heard it from the Minister of Health, you heard it from the Prime Minister. You do not need a state of emergency to have the Cuban doctors here.
Hilaire backs up his point by citing the Health Practitioners Act. According to the Act, Division 3, Registration and Practicing Certification, Section 39, Registration in State of Emergency, quote, "Notwithstanding any provisions of this Act, where at any time in the opinion of the Governor-General a state of emergency renders it necessary, the Governor-General may authorize a person to practice as a general practitioner, specialist practitioner, or temporary practitioner, and to issue a practicing certificate to a person who shows to the satisfaction of the Governor-General that the person is of good character and holds qualifications from any university or institution in any country which is authorized by the law of such country to grant such qualification." End quote.
The Health Practitioners Act, as far as we know, and if we are wrong, somebody can explain it, provides for temporary registration of medical practitioners. Why are we not using that? Why do we need a state of emergency? You cannot tell us that the state of emergency is needed because the Cuban doctors are here. This makes absolutely no sense at all. There are other ways in which the medical professionals can be registered.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George has been a staunch defender of the continuation of the state of emergency. Several quarters have argued that the civil liberties of members of the public is at stake. The government has denied any abuse or malign intent.
And then we are told, oh, there will be no abuse of the state of emergency. But excuse me, the Black Lives Matter event, it was refused on grounds that, we have a state of emergency. The Wrongly Island Drive, attempts were made to stop it, and even a media person arrested because there's a state of emergency. And you're saying that there's no abuse of the state of emergency? That's not true.
On May 26, 2020, St. Lucia extended the state of emergency until September 30th, 2020, barring any unforeseen circumstances. At the time of the extension, all the island's COVID-19 patients had recovered. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.